Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Starting today, we will be looking at the tafsir of the word Allah in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So today is the first lesson in the series of lessons that we'll be doing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has introduced himself to all the creations that his name, his ismu dhat, his name is Allah, by which he introduces himself. And then he tells us about other attributes by which we know about him. So this gives us the ma'rifah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His name is Allah. Now in the Quran, when you start asking the Quran, okay, tell us how Allah introduces himself to us, then the Quran tells us Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling his prophet to tell you who he is. He is one and only one God. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. That's him alone. Just oneness is what you must believe in. Allahu Samad. He is a Samad. He doesn't need anybody. He is fulfilled in himself. Everybody else need him. He doesn't need anybody. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Neither he is a father nor he is a son. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. And there is no one equal to him. Does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduces his attributes also in the Quran? Yes, many places. Let me give you some of these examples from the Quran. Surah Al Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هُوَ اللَّهُ الَّذِي لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ. Allah is the one that there is no one to be worshipped but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. هُوَ عَالِمُ الْغَيْبِ وَالشَّهَادَةِ. He is the knower of ghaib and ash-shahada. What is in front and what is hidden from you. What is known and what is unknown. He is witness on it. He knows it. He's the knower of that. Huwa ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And he is on top of that, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. We will look at the tafsir of Rahman and Rahim in lessons by themselves. So that's why I'm not going in the details of Ar-Rahman and Rahim right now. Similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al also states that Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illa hu. Allah is the one that there's nobody that can be worshipped but him. Huwa al-Malikul Quddus al-Salamul Mu'minul Muhayminul Azizul Jabbarul Mutakabbir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduces several of his attributes in this ayah. Subhanallahi amma yushrikun. Isn't it strange that the people, despite all these attributes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, still don't believe in him, or those who believe in him associate him with other smaller gods? It's just ununderstandable for humans who believe in oneness of God, that how can those who believe in God also associate others with him? Similarly, in Surah Al Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هُوَ اللَّهُ الْخَالِقُ. Allah is the one who is Al-Khaliq, Al-Bari, Al-Musawwir, لَهُ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. He is the one who has the beautiful attributes. يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Everything that is in the heavens and in the earth praises him. وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. And he is Aziz and he is Hakim. Subhanallah. Similarly, in Surah Al-Ra'd, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O Prophet, tell them, قُلْ مَنْ رَبُّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Tell them, ask them, who is the God? Who is the Rabb of the heavens and the earth? قُلِ اللَّهِ. And then tell them yourself that it is Allah alone. Similarly, in Surah As-Saba, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O Prophet, ask them, قُلْ, ask them, مَنْ يَرْزُقُكُمْ مِنَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Who feeds you, who provides you with means of sustenance in the heavens and in the earth? قُلِ اللَّهِ. And then answer them, O my Prophet, that it is Allah. In Surah Al-Ankabut, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. When you ask them, or if you ask them, who created the heavens and the earth? وَسَخَّرَ الشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ. And who has ordered the sun and the moon to take care of your environment in a way that they do? لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهِ. They themselves will also say it is Allah. Similarly, in Surah Al-Ankabut, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked His Prophet to ask these disbelievers another question. وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ نَزَّلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً. When you ask them, or if you ask them, that who sends the rain from the heavens, فَأَحْيَا بِهِ الْأَرْضَ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَوْتِهَا, that it brings life to the earth after the earth has died out, لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهِ. They will say Allah. Similarly, in Surah Al-Rum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allahu yabda'ul khalqa, thumma yu'iduhu, thumma ilayhi turja'un. Allah is the one who started the beginning of all the creations that you see around you. He's the one who started this whole process. You did not come from monkeys. He created you from Adam. And everything around you has some creation process. Through that it was created. So Allah is the one who started this process. It didn't happen by itself. The amoebas it started interacting with each other and things started creating by themselves. No, Allah is the one who started this process. And then Allah is the one who created everything. And then when everything dies out, it is Allah to which everything returns. So remember that Allah is the one that you will be held answerable in front of. So are you prepared? Similarly, Surah Al-Rum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allahu alladhi khalaqakum, thumma razaqakum, thumma yumitukum, thumma yuhyikum. Allah is the one who created you and then provide you means of sustenance. All the means that you see around you, everything that you use in your life, from light to car to clothes to energy to means of living your life the way you live it, your phone, your internet, everything that you have, your branded shoes, your branded watches, your colognes, your perfumes, everything, all the sustenance that you have, Allah has provided you with them. ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ. Then when it comes a time when you have to depart from this world, He is the one who orders your departure. Nobody dies of their own will. It is Allah who has decreed when somebody will come and when somebody will leave from here. ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ. But remember, you don't die. You still continue to live in the soul form. It is the body and soul that are separated from each other. But you came from the world of souls in this world, in the body world, so that you can live in this material life. You live over here for some time, then your soul leaves your body. Your soul moves on to the barzakh, and your body goes back to the ground, and decays. And then on the day of judgment, this body will be resurrected back, and the soul shall be joined with the body again, and you will be in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to answer for your deeds. And after the day of judgment, some of you will head to Jahannam, and some of you will head to Jannah, where you will see the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And those who will be in Jahannam will see the punishments based on what you have brought forth. So, ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ. And then in Surah As-Sajdah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allahu alladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal-arda wa ma baynahuma fi sittati ayyam. Allah is the one who created the heavens and the earth and whatever is in between them in stages. Sittata ayyam, 6 stages. These are not days. Because remember, days are dependent on what? Time. And time has not yet been created when the heavens and earth are getting created. So the time is non-existent. So that's why a better explanation of this would be that when time was not there, there were stages. Now comes a question, well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have created everything with kun. Why did He create everything in stages? Because there are 2 kinds of creations that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates. One, He creates with the process of happen, so it happens, so kun. And the other is that things happen in stages, because He wants every stage to go through a process, and then the next stage will start. So we will continue from here, inshallah, next time. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.